Hello, everyone. Such a pleasure to be here, and it's such a pleasure to share with you a little bit more today about creating content that connects. I'm Kayley. I am the business lead of Titan Digital Media, a local agency focused on digital marketing with a very strong local and a global reach. I'm joined with my partners here today, which will present very shortly. Fiona, who manages strategic partnerships, and together we're very excited to share with you a little bit more about let's get real. I mean, with the increasing consumption of digital media, it's difficult to be real. It's difficult to keep it real as well. But there's an increasing demand for organic content, and brands are also slowly seeing the importance of this and using this as a strategy to better work with their audiences and creating content for their audiences. All right, so I'm starting off with a really fun campaign that I personally really enjoy. And this is Apple's Shot on iPhone, this challenge that has been a global phenomenon. Basically, it is an initiative to encourage a lot of iPhone users to distribute high quality videos and photos on social media accounts, as well as sending it to Apple. While a lot of people took this competition very seriously, um, the internet, a very fun place, didn't. It's a meme that has been trending for the past 3 years. And it's a lot of people uploading a lot of organic content and amateur videos, and also ending the video with shot on iPhone. This has been considered a very successful campaign, in fact, by Apple, even though that was not the intended audience or the intended result. But it's created a lot of user-generated content and organic content, which appeals to the masses. And in terms of organic content to date, it has around 500,000 pieces of content like that all over the internet. So there's a big demand for funny meme content. And again, I think the key word for today is relatability, which is what we'll talk about today. Yes, so I'm again from Titan Digital Media. We have very core values which focuses on entertaining, educating, and inspiring. How we do that is through our monthly organic reach of over 80 million impressions. Just to focus again, these are organic impressions where we create our content for our dedicated audience. So under Titan Digital Media, we have over 19 of the leading YouTube channels based in Singapore. They're owned under Titan Digital Media as well. Some of the examples include Jian Hao Tan, which is a listicle channel focused on drama, comedy, with an average viewership of around 2 to 4 million every month. We have other channels focusing on different categories like family, variety, gaming, female empowerment, food, and also toys. So these present as different touch points for our collaborators and partners to work with us. At Titan, we also hold a very strong network of creators from your nano range to the mega as well, each of them very focused on their distinctive platforms, Instagram, TikTok, and on YouTube. For this presentation, I'm going to focus a little bit more on our key channel, which is called Di Jian Hao Tan. It's the number one most subscribed channel on YouTube. And in fact, he's my brother, but we don't really look alike. He manages the creative part of the business, and I manage the business part. So creative and good, diverse. And yeah, it is a channel with, yes, strong followership. But more importantly, it is a channel with a very strong, highly engaged audience. And how we do that is through producing viral videos with two core key components that focuses on both content and creators. Content-wise, we tap on very popular trends, Squid Game, the highly popular Netflix show. We have touched on trending games like Among Us, Marvel, Spider-Man, who can miss that? So we create content with creators who are also popular in their own niche. And not only are we targeting new audiences, we're also drawing audiences from their own following. And this has presented a great opportunity for us to also do a lot of branded collaborations with some of our partners. As of recent, we work with the local government on initiatives such as encouraging disadvantaged students to stay in school through government-led initiatives. It's over 5.5 million views. And more importantly, it has a very qualitative appeal where through the comment section, you can see so many people and actually the disadvantaged students themselves share about their experiences and developing empathy for their peers. Another example, we work very closely with brands and games like Family Island and Mobile Legends. It's a very core category for us. And one of the most outrageous examples would be Family Island. It's a mobile game focused on creating your own island. We actually rented out an island for a day and we did a listicle over there. So we are merging reality and also digital content together. A little bit about me again. I went into the content, but I manage the commercials at Titan, and it's a very fun place. It's a very useful place to be at. We're very thankful for the partners and thankful for the event organizers for having us here today as well. And I also create viral TikToks with my family. So during the COVID times, a lot of people are stuck at home. They're creating content. So I created content with my parents, and somehow it managed to boom so much so that my parents appeared on Straits Times and BBC. But that's another topic for another day. So today, I think the core ambition for me is to also share with you why it's important to develop a marketing first strategy, a video first strategy, as well as sharing a bit about the platforms with a primary focus on YouTube, because that is the core of our business. Tips on using the platforms. I understand that this is a B2B conference, but in the case where you guys are working directly with brands or working directly with agencies, it's important to know what money that you're putting inside and the ROI that you're getting out of it. And lastly, presentation will end with Fiona sharing a very quick crash course on creating YouTube videos if you choose to do it organically for yourself. Now, there are many words that have been thrown out about the video content and especially the growing video economy. But video first marketing basically just represents using videos for different points of the consumer funnel: awareness, consideration, evaluation, and decision. And based on our portfolio, we understand that video content does come in multiple formats. This is a recent collaboration that we've done with Disney Plus, which is a cross-platform collaboration that we have done. We created a YouTube video that is different types of people using Disney Plus. It creates a sense of relatability and it shows the different distinctive audiences that view our videos. We created an Instagram collaboration with all our KOLs under our network to show how you can watch Disney Plus in different locations. And TikTok, which is a very fun short form platform app where our creators created their outfits based on the Disney characters. Yeah, and with a great viewership when it comes to our YouTube videos, a lot of our partners have seen this as an opportunity for sales conversion and to boost sales. So we had a partner who is a lash technician. Her ambition is to encourage women from any background, be it a student, a mother, anyone at all, to be able to learn how to do lashes for people and also develop steady income from that. So the approach that we did, we created a video on our female empowerment channel, focusing on two core creators with very diverse backgrounds, one being a very young mom and another being a university graduate. And the viewership together accumulated around 67,000. And I think we were very happy with this impact because we were able to have a very strong conversion rate. And personally shared from the team, she's super happy that months have been booked out for her applications when it comes to her courses. And yeah, this is an example. Previously was an example of MNC. Here is a small company that we're happy to collaborate with. Again, we have very strong partnership with the local government as well. We've created a lot of content to encourage behavioral change and also develop empathy among the audience. And that alone could be a KPI for a lot of brands. Again, we do partner with a lot of games too to drive effective call to action. So this was in collaboration with Mobile Legends. What's very interesting about our channel is it has a very strong global reach, despite all the content being developed in Singapore. Our key markets including the US, key areas in Europe and India. So upon doing this collaboration, we realized downloads came from new markets that the brand didn't prioritize at the start. So we're happy with that. We're able to tap into new markets and it had a very strong viewership to downloads ratio. And yes, video can encourage a lot of relatability. I think there are a lot of speakers today here who are talking about how direct brand advertisements don't work anymore. And that is true. That's why it's important to have a very, very realistic and a relatable approach. So there's this guy here, one of our content creators who has been the face for Shopee 99, the brand ambassadors for this year. And he wanted to create the content that is palatable to his audiences. How he did that was through TikTok, and also on Instagram, making videos with his daughter, dancing around, having lots of fun with it. And it became such a shareable piece of content that people find, oh, this dad and daughter relationship is so cute. Why not shop at Shopee? And another example that I really like as well is one of our partners from Malaysia. She's a Malaysian YouTuber who advertised, you guessed it, foot cream. She made a music video, a song, and it was highly entertaining. The video did super well, so much so that some of the retailers have even shared the movement of the stocks moved extremely fast when the video was released. But working with content creators allow you to really celebrate their creativity and also reach their niche audiences. So obviously, there are many reasons why video marketing matters. It's great for Google SEO. The thing is, YouTube is also under Google. Hence, every view, every click in contributes to the SEO and the boost up of your content. You can garner new audiences. You can edutain while entertaining, and you can use multiple formats. Now, I'm going to share a little bit about developing a video strategy focused on YouTube in particular, because there are many formats you can explore. And with these social media platforms, there are a lot of new innovations that they're releasing. So it's good to experiment with them, understand them, and be ahead of the market. So we're looking at the different types of content. We look at long form content that can be distributed in terms of a horizontal video to educate people over a longer period of time. And short form videos, content like TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts to garner new content and new audiences from people around the world. Focusing on YouTube in particular, there are many formats you can explore as a brand advertiser, as a content creator. You can explore long form content. You can upload videos above 12 hours, and you can also upload shorts under 12 seconds. You can have compelling storytelling through creators, and even within a short 12 seconds, there's a lot that you can say too. There's a good amount of targeting audience that you can reach into. If it's a boosted ad, you can choose your target demographic, the age group that you want, and you can see the direct impact when it comes to the money that you're putting inside. Yeah, and I think more or less, the more important thing is that on YouTube, there are many formats you can explore, see what works for you. If it's something you'd like to develop, of course, you're able to do it yourself. You're able to work with an agency on it. But for the next course, I think we'll be sharing a little bit on how you can do it by yourself. And I'll invite Fiona.
Yes, let's give round of applause for Fiona Lai.
Hello everyone. So today I'll be giving you guys a crash course on how you can create your own content. Why is a crash course? Because this is actually part of the training that we do give to our content creators. But before I begin, just a little bit about me. I am a huge content consumer. I also give content advice to the creators under our network. Personally, for me, I like to create content about my dogs that I dog sit, and my own dog over there is a corgi. Her name is Mini, and also the experiences I go through in life. And it's really just for my family and friends, but yeah, that's something that I like to do outside of work. So building your own YouTube channel may seem like a relatively easy thing. All you got to do is just go onto youtube.com, sign up for an account. But the most important question to ask yourself is, who is going to be on your channel and what is the story you want to tell? Well, who is going to be on your channel? Is it yourself? Is it a talent you're going to be engaging with? Is it going to be a faceless channel? All these will really help determine the treatment of your channel. And what is the story you want to tell? Well, this is something that's really important because that will eventually help you, your community. And I think most importantly, when you want to start a YouTube channel, it's going to be quite a big commitment. You need to keep creating, find a momentum, and obviously have fun, because when you create fun content, your viewers will be able to feel the excitement and also build a reputation and a relationship with you. So finding a momentum that works for you, we have broken it down into 3 simple steps after gathering experience from creating content for over 11 years. Firstly is to really just start doing, as Nike would say, just do it. Keep uploading content, keep trying, love what you create, and create what you will watch. If you create a piece of content and when you review it and you're like, this is not something that I would want to watch, then you probably don't really want to upload it, because if you're not enjoying what you create, will someone else enjoy it? That's the question you should be thinking. And after you're done with, just doing the content, you gotta go on to the next step, which is get good at what you're doing. You slowly improve content after content piece, and then you'll reach a point where you're asking, should I increase my quantity or should I focus on quality? Well, for YouTube, we would recommend just doing two is sufficient enough. If it's too hard for you, maybe one, it's okay, but remember to prioritize quality. A higher quality is better than a higher volume of quantity. And after you have done with that second stage, you move on to the last stage, which is creating YouTube content into your life. You got to find what works for you, which means planning your time out to create content and, filming it and also uploading it. So we do go through with our content creators that it is very important for them to manage their time properly and also set some time aside so that, they're not always creating content. You got to enjoy life as well because it is a very creative work. So it's very important for you to keep in tune with what's happening around you, get inspired by people around you to create content. And very importantly, lastly, if you have friends around you or a network that loves to create content, create with them. Then when you upload content, it's kind of like a numbers game. People always ask, how can you get views? How can I get views? Well, the thing that we tell people the most is that you can ride on relevant trends within your category. Here at Titan, we do upload videos integrating things that are happening around the world. So, for example, years back during the release of Infinity War, the Marvel movie, and Crazy Rich Asian, we decided to ride on the trend by integrating some elements of the films into our videos. It's important to not drag too long till the trend dies down. And with these days, trends really come and go really quickly. So it's very important for you to tap on it as soon as possible. And at the same time, plan ahead on what is going to happen. You can do a quick Google search. You know when are the new shows going to be released, new games, fashion shows, the Met Gala. Every year is about roughly the same timing. If a new product is going to come out very soon, you can start talking about it. And most importantly, there are occasions every year that's set in stone, like Halloween's next month. Everyone will be Googling what to wear for Halloween Horror Night, what to wear for a Halloween party. Maybe that's something you can ride on, and at the same time, you can sell your products and services in it as well. And people are very big on big moments in life these days. Creators are creating more organic and raw content surrounding their lifestyle. So that's something you can think about if you are working with a creator. But before we even go through the content of the video, actually the most important thing about creating content on YouTube is the thumbnail. When you go to youtube.com on your computer or on your mobile, you are swarmed with thousands of thumbnails. And it's very important for you to immediately grab the attention of your viewers. As you can see over here, there are so many. You're going to be thinking, which one should I click into, right? That's why the first impression of your video is actually the thumbnail and also the title. So it's very important for you to find your style and stand out from the crowd. So over here, you can see there are some familiar faces. Like in Singapore, we have Aiken Chow. When people see, they know, hey, I know Aiken, I'm going to press in. Harry Potter's right beside. If you're a Potterhead, you'll press in. And right beside, there's a very bright, bold red background because of the choice of color. Many people may direct their attention to it. And, right below Harry Potter, there's a teach me statistics in 30 minutes. Super, super bright, super bold. If you're interested in statistics, you will want to click in. Yeah, so these are just some of the examples of thumbnails that we do here at Titan. We really ensure that our thumbnails will hook the viewers in and appeal to their interests. So all the way at the top left corner, we actually did a video recently promoting about cybersecurity and scams. So we intentionally chose this thumbnail and created it like this because the text, I got scammed. We love kind of seeing people getting into scams because, it's kind of scandalous. We want to find out more. And at the same time, with the talent's expression over there, you can see that maybe she's the one getting scammed. So it actually hooks the viewer in to want to click in to find out more. How did she get scammed? Why did she get scammed? And right below it, is actually from our gaming channel. We actually engage with some of the known faces of the Mobile Legends Bang Bang world, and we place them on our thumbnail because they are recognizable faces. So when the community see their faces, they'll be like, "Hey, I'm interested. I know that guy. I'm a fan of his gaming. I want to click in and find out more." On to the middle part, numbers always work, and especially when they're on two extreme ends. So you can see a $0 art versus a $1 art piece. it actually creates the curiosity in people to want to find out more. Hey, why is this piece of artwork priced at 0 and that at 1,000? And the one below, $100,000, and does money equals happiness? I think it's a topic that many of us are asking ourselves these days. So we do put it on our thumbnail to get people thinking about it and more. And lastly, the last column, if you're selling food, please put the product really big because everybody loves food. They see the food that they like, they will click in. And for a controversial item like period cups, here in Asia, period cups is not something that is commonly used. So putting those words and the item over there will get people really curious and want to click in to find out more. And yeah, so once you have your thumbnail and kind of your content plan sorted out, it's very important to be consistent because on YouTube, they reward consistent channels by pushing them higher in the search and recommended lists. And this also gives your audience something to look forward to. If you say you're going to be uploading every Wednesday, 9 p.m., you better do so because your audience are anticipating for your content. And we would recommend, for you to just start 2 videos a month, and if it's possible, once every week. By being consistent, you'll be able to build your community. People will start leaving comments on your pages, and sometimes it does cross over to your other platforms as well, such as Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, or Twitch as well. And at the end of the day, what you will be creating is a very highly engaged community that want to come back for more, and you will be able to push out your messages to them consistently. Yeah. So as a start, we recommend doing a 6 to 8 minutes long form video on YouTube. So then you'll be thinking, what can I talk about? What can I film? We'll say to be rest assured, just start documenting about things you already know. If you are selling a handphone product, just start talking about the handphone. Don't be too worried about it because the key here is to just start doing, and then you can improve after that. And once you have done so, it's actually nowadays we can actually repurpose our content to other platforms such as Instagram Reel, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. But be sure to re-edit them without watermarks and ensure that the audios and cuts are suitable for the platform because what may work on YouTube may not work on Instagram or work on TikTok. And at the same time, since you're filming the stuff, we recommend our partners to always take, still high resolution images so that you can post on your community pages and Instagram as well. And if you're doing live stream, you can cut out highlights from them. Yeah. And sometimes if their opportunity arises, do collaborate with other creators. Here at Titan, we have over 100 creators exclusively on the various channels. That's where we can actually collaborate with your brands to help effectively push out messages. And yeah, just over here are just some past examples that we have done. We have collaborated with Top Holland for Spider-Man, The Rock, Jet Black, Neo, and so forth. And if you're really not sure what kind of content you should be creating, you can always just ask and listen to what your audience wants. You can just ask them on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or any other platforms, or even just speaking to them face to face to just kind of get going. It's always important to ask and listen to your audience. Yeah. And lastly, be prepared for challenges. Creating content is not an easy road, it's not an easy journey. Be prepared to feel that you don't have a lot of knowledge, but I mean, really fret not. You can always work with an agency to help tackle the problems that you are facing. Sometimes you'll be met with online criticism. Not everybody may like the work, but remember, those are just probably 1 or 2 spiteful comments. You must remember that there's so much of a larger community out there that's rooting for your brand and your creator. And lastly, it's a strong competition out there. Everyone now is creating content, but if you're able to find your own style and branding, you'll be able to stand out from the crowd. And yeah, if everything is really very overwhelming for you guys to create content, please feel free to work with your agency or an agency like ourselves here at Titan. You can feel free to reach out to us at our email. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's talk.
So we create a content for it. How are we going to repurpose it for the shorts? Should we shoot another? Because shorts dynamics are quite different than the YouTube video. If I make an 8-minute vlog, it doesn't fit on the shorts, right?
Yeah.
So how does that work?
Yeah. So when you are filming your piece of content, do ensure that it's in a perfect aspect ratio. where if you crop it out to fit a mobile, all the content will be seen inside. So what we usually recommend people is that when you're shooting a vlog, for example, do make sure there's enough space at the side of you so that you can cut out the talent or the object right in the middle. So usually here at Titan, we do shoot our films on camera, high quality, and then we export it over to our editing software. So we will upload a full video and we will chop it up and then upload it on the various platforms on Instagram, on TikTok, and it would fit perfectly if you plan everything out beforehand.
But that's the same content, right?
Sorry?
The same content, right?
Yeah, same
But
content.
the dimensions are changed.
Yes, the dimensions are changed. So shoot in landscape and just make sure that it's able to fit a portrait to fit into your mobile phone. And also at the same time, maybe you need to re-edit a bit because what may work on Instagram, it may not work on TikTok. So on Instagram, people are looking for slightly more aesthetically pleasing visuals, but on TikTok, people are looking for something a bit funnier, fun, and memeable kind of stuff. So you may need to re-edit a little bit to fit to the target audience behavior over there.
But the context can remain the same.
Yes, you can just film like I would say 1 hour, and then you can just use the content that you have done there and chop it up for the different platforms.
All right. Thank you.
Same content, but different flavor once you cut it differently.
Yeah.
So I can identify with that because I had a lot of 9x16 this way, and I make sure I cut 9x16 this way as well for story, and it worked out well. Sometimes just take out the funniest part. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.